Now, next three terms are there. One is economic liberalization, other one is privatization, and third one is globalization. What these three words meant to economics? Okay. The government has brought about certain changes in economic policies so as to maintain its pace with the developing world and make India a developed nation. Developed and developing nations are there. Yes, developed means already they are developed. Like India, it is developing, the process is going on, yet we have not completely developed. So, developing nations, otherwise underdeveloped nations, the government is trying to improve some policies, otherwise bring some new projects, so that these countries also will become a developed country. And one such policy is that liberalization. Now, what do you mean by liberalization? In accordance, the policy of liberalization was adopted in the year 1991. In which year this liberalization was adopted in India? 1991, underline the year. According to this policy, certain regulations related to manufacturing and trade and commerce were removed, underline. Certain regulations, strict rules were removed, certain regulations, certain rules, otherwise certain instructions were removed. Sometimes we feel that ये बहुत strict है तो मज़ा नहीं आता है, इसको थोड़ा free करके दिया तो क्या होता है, थोड़ा और काम अच्छा रहेगा. Sometimes we feel like that, but where strictness is needed. But in the case of manufacturing and trade, government decided to relax some policies. Liberal means what? That freedom, give more freedom, okay, like that, to reduce, otherwise to relax on some issues. So, underline that sentence also. What is the meaning of this liberalization policy? According to this policy, certain regulations related to manufacturing and trade and commerce were removed. Related to what? Manufacturing, utpadan, trade and business, okay, were removed. Duties and tax regulations on import and export were announced. Second point, underline that also. Tax relations on import and export, duties and tax, you know, tax to bharna padta hai, duties and tax, yes. So, some relaxation on duties and tax also. Import and export, you know what is import and export? When our product we will give to some other countries, we will export it, and from there if you want to buy something, that is importing. Then in export and import, what happens? Duty should be given, otherwise tax should be given. So, there also some relaxation. Why relaxation? What is the benefit of that? So that more attraction will be there in import and export. Yes, no, टैक्स कम है तो लोग क्या सोचे, अभी जीएसटी हमें भरना पड़ता है, होटल में जाके खाना खाए तो भी जीएसटी भरना पड़ता है, मूवी देखने जाए तो भी जीएसटी, अगर जीएसटी नहीं है तो हम थोड़ा खुश हो जाते हैं. जस्ट टू इमेजिन दैट वन डे जीएसटी इज नॉट देयर इन इंडिया, देन यू ऑल विल बी हैप्पी. हाँ, हमें तो देखो इसमें से और सबको होटल में जाके खाना खाने का और मजा आएगा, टैक्स नहीं भरना है ना. Yes, no, we feel like that, but it is not possible, we have to do, but up to certain relaxation when it is giving, more people will be attracted to do that. Yes, no, that is what happened. So, duties and tax relaxation on import and export was announced. The process of establishing a new manufacturing unit was made simpler, that also underline. Third point, suppose if you want to introduce something new industry, new manufacturing unit, the process is simplified. पहले बहुत कुछ rules था, ये लेकर आओ, वो करो, ये ऐसा करो, उसमें से permission लो, but that is simplified, so that more people will be attracted to start some manufacturing unit. Clear? As a result, India has been able to keep pace with the world in terms of production and trade and commerce. Finally, if it is happening, what happens? In India, more production, more trade and more commerce will improve. So, gradually it will become a developed country. That was the concept behind liberalization. It has also generated more employment opportunities. Underline that also. What are the benefits? India will be keep pace with the world in terms of production and trade and commerce, and more employment opportunities will be generated. So, understood what is liberalization? So, liberalization means it is started in the year 1991. Certain regulations related to manufacturing of trade and commerce were removed. Number one, first point. Second point, what was that? Duties on tax on import and export was announced. Yes, no? Then next one, new manufacturing unit processing made simpler. So, 3 points were there. What were the liberation activities done? And due to this, what was the result, what effect they were expecting, the government was expecting? More development of our country in trade and commerce and more employment opportunities. Clear? Clear? Yes? Those some students are not concentrating in the class, it is little bit tough to understand. So, when I explain the point, you may underline, then only it will be easy, then point wise it will be easy to learn, otherwise it will be a boring part. Next one, privatization. What do you mean by private? Yesterday only I told you, the last class, public and private. So, privatization means giving private enterprises to more opportunities. They will take over the public enterprise also. Okay. After the independence, many public ventures, otherwise large manufacturing project owned by government were started by the government of India. After independence, immediately after independence, government started a lot of manufacturing ventures, large industries. With the passage of time, these ventures made less profit and incurred loss. Gradually what happened? They made less profit and more loss. Because yesterday I told you, no, सरकार का है तो सबको ऐसा होता है, चलेगा, क्या करना है, पगार तो मिलता है ना, that mentality. Yes. Many public ventures had to be closed down for this reason. Ultimately what happens, if an industry is in loss, again and again production will be there? No. Again and again if they produce, the production cost will be there and no profit. So, that gradually the company should be closed. बहुत loss में कौन जाएगा? Yes, no. Employees salary should be given, other maintenance charges should be managed. So, profit is not coming means gradually the company will be in closing mode. Like that, many of the public ventures were compelled to close. This left an impact of our economic system. If many companies that in such situation, our economic development will be affected, no? Will be affected or not affected? Affected. Then what happened? The workers became united, but the industry suffered big losses. Workers were there, but industry suffered losses. On the other side, the emphasis on quality increased around the world. But पूरी दुनिया में देखो, quality improving. But in India what happened? Quality deteriorating. Otherwise, these companies made loss. Okay. Then what the government decided? The private sector started making more profit. तो गवर्नमेंट ने देखा जो गवर्नमेंट के कंपनी है और प्राइवेट के कंपनी है, वेयर मोर प्रॉफिट, प्राइवेट कंपनीज अचीविंग मोर प्रॉफिट, गवर्नमेंट कंपनीज गोइंग डाउन एंड डाउन. देन गवर्नमेंट in these circumstances decided to motivated privatization. तो ज़्यादा प्राइवेट को कर दो, privatization. Government started showing inclination towards private sector. So gradually means government has given nod permission to start privatization. The joint sector is a part of process of privatization. Actually joint sector we had seen in the sector, yes, no, and that is also part of privatization. Okay. So from here what you will underline, what happened, why the government started to incline privatization. Second sentence, with the passage of time the ventures made less profit and incurred loss. Many public ventures had to be closed down for this reason. This left an impact on our economic system. Underline up to there. Then next, on the other side, the emphasis on quality increased around the world. The private sector started making more profit. These circumstances motivated privatization. So simply you can, one or two sentences you can say that after independence many companies were started in under private sector, but because of lack of honesty, otherwise lack of what we can say motivation, that company suffered lot. Such companies suffered a loss of lots of loss. As a result, then what they decided? The government decided to do privatization, because private companies were making huge profit. Clear? What is privatization also? Liberalization, more freedom, privatization, giving chance to privatize. Okay. Third one is globalization. What do you mean by globalization? Global, around the world. Yes, no? Globalization means the world becoming one, or countries coming closer to one another. Underline. All countries coming closer. मतलब Germany, Iraq, सब साथ में आ रहे. What do you mean by closer? Close connection, not the physiography changes, not is physically close, but through communication and through better processing, we can say that we can cooperate with other countries. Nowadays communication is possible. Yes, no? Now, due to globalization, any country of the world can trade with another country easily. Underline that also. Any country can trade with another country. It integrates the market and production units of various countries. In different countries, production and market units. The process of growing international relations and the integration of market across the world is globalization. Underline up to there. Growing international relation and integration of market across the world. Okay. The unique revolution in the field of information technology has stimulated globalization. IT sector. Have you heard about IT sector? Information technology. IT. Center is Bangalore. Maybe your future dream will be that want to be an IT engineer or something like that. Information technology, communication. Yes. So, because of this IT sector development, communication and this process, everything is very much possible. Okay. The World Trade Organization, WTO, underline, established in 1995, is working towards promoting and fostering globalization. What is promoting and fostering globalization? WTO, World Trade Organization, in which year? Okay. Today as homework, you can find out where it is, World Trade Organization. Okay. Only within 1 minute you will get from Google location. Now, effect of globalization. Employment opportunities have increased in the service sector due to the advent of information technology. It is service sector. IT sector means service sector. Different sectors we have studied, because this communication sector. As a result, what happened? Employment opportunities have increased. First one. Second one, phone, fax, mobile, email, internet, video conferencing. Everything you know what is. Yes. Etc. And some of the revolutionary tools of information technology, which transfers information faster and at the low cost. This has made the economic development of our country faster. All these informative devices, latest Android phones, yes, no, new technology, everything is possible nowadays through the phone. So, all these things develop, and as a result the country's development also possible, because communication and business with other countries, everything is possible within seconds. आपको यहाँ से एक मैसेज करने के एक ही सेकंड में आपको दुनिया का कोई कोना पे मैसेज फॉरवर्ड कर सकते हैं. नेट फैसिलिटीज देयर. Yes, no, that much it is developed. Next, multinational companies started project in different countries which have proved to be profitable for the host of nation. Multinational companies, MNCs, short form, multinational companies, MNCs, multinational. What do you mean by multinational company? Many companies are there, they are working not in one country, different countries their plants are there. So, they are known as multi. Multi means what? Many. Yes, no, multivitamin. Yes, like that one company that is functioning in other countries also, different countries. So, MNCs, multinational companies. Okay. Started project in different countries which have proved to be profitable for the host of nation. For example, Ford Motors has a car manufacturing plant in India where cars are manufactured not only for India but for other countries too. Apparently, India receives the advantage of this vendor. Similarly, the big companies like Tata, Infosys, Asian Paints, Parle, etc. have export their commodities to the foreign market. Yes, no? Infosys सब सुना होगा तुम लोगों ने. Yes, all these companies, multinational companies. What are you writing? Listen to the class. What is this? Next one, consumers get commodities of a very good quality and low price due to the competition. When many products are there in the market, competition will be there. For example, bathing soap, Nane ka sabun, Colgate, otherwise toothpaste. If you want any brand, it will be available. Yes, no? Sometimes you prefer, I will buy this only. Why? Because you like that, something special to that for you. How they are maintaining? If quality is not there, it will be out of the market. बहुत सारे साबुन available है, लेकिन if they are not maintaining the quality, definitely it will go out of the market. कोई खरीदेगा नहीं. So when globalization is there, what happens? Tight competition will be there. This competition brings good quality product. कोई एक ही वस्तु है, कोई दूसरा कुछ बनाते नहीं है, चलेगा, वही यूज करना पड़ेगा, अपने पास दूसरा अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं है. But good opportunities are there, everything is available in the market, we will go for another thing, no? Yes or no? Yes, definitely. So this good competition will bring good product. Yes. For example, China made toys have become very popular in the Indian market due to its low price and attractive design. China का सभी कुछ product attractive होते थे, price कम price में मिलते थे. Yes. Just like that, it is telling Corona also a product. In 1 year only, the Chinese toys have replaced the Indian toys in 70 to 80% in shops. Indian toys के जगह पे 70 to 80% Chinese toys Indian market पकड़ लिया. Just like China का बहुत सारे products है Indian market में. Yes or no? Yes. Now the toys in the Indian markets are cheaper than before. अभी Indian toys कोई लेने ही नहीं वाले है, तो उसका प्राइस भी कम हो गया. कोई लेने नहीं वाले तो बहुत प्राइस रखे कोई मतलब है? Nothing. Yes. Do you know the reason behind this? Because there is no demand in the market for Indian toys, so automatically the price will go down. बहुत सारे market में available है. When tomato is not available in the market, the price will be 70 to 84 kg. But when tomato is easily available, 10 rupees में भी आपको मिलेगा. Yes, no? It depends the supply and demand. When demand is more and supply is not there, price will increase. But if supply is enough there in the market and less demand, automatically price will go down. Yes, that is what happened. Due to the international trade, the Chinese toys came in Indian market and proved to be better than the Indian toys. उसका negative result भी हो सकता है. Indian products suffered. What happened? Any doubt regarding this? However, the Indian toy manufacturers and trade have incurred losses, so globalization at times causes loss to the cottage industries. Up to a certain limit, this globalization is good, but sometimes it may affect the small scale and cottage industries, because they could not withstand with the higher competition from the other countries. That is what the example is with China and its products. Clear? Now see next page. What should the Indian toy manufacturers and traders to do increase their sales in Indian market? Suppose China को overcome करना है हमें, what we have to do? We have to improve the quality. Yes, no? With low price. उसके price के par that equal, but the quality should be improved. Which multinational companies have started their project in India? A lot of multinational companies are there. If you search in net, you will get. Which sectors in Indian economy have been affected by yes? Explain it with suitable examples. Suppose China's mobile, so Indian mobiles suffered a lot. Yes, no? The other countries, Japan, Chinese technology, sometimes India could not withstand with stand with that. And it is telling that all the world paralyzed due to Corona. Yes? Whether it is true or false, we don't know, but it is telling that it was a product from, the coronavirus was a product from China, but we don't know about it. Officially I cannot say. So that when the world paralyzed, suffered a lot, then we have not yet overcome from this. We have not achieved the loss we suffered. We still trying for that. So, that is their technology if it is so. So, Indian technology also should be developed at part to this to keep the balance. Yes. Now, see the question answers, but do not write the question answers now, after 23rd only. Till 23rd you will be having exam. Now, you got the timetable? Yes. 81 students? Yes. Just now they have told me he did not get the timetable. Diya hai na? Okay. The other instructions will be given by the teacher today, and from Monday onwards this online and offline classes will not be there in school till 23rd due to exam. So, no one is allowed to come, because you are not ready to come to school. If you are ready to come to school, we are ready to take the exam, but you are not ready, and at that time I cannot conduct online because your exam is going on. Yes, no, you have to prepare 90 marks paper every day. So, 1 week online classes will not be there till 15 to 23rd. Okay. You have to prepare for exam and write the paper, that only, but do not cheat. I have given permission to write it as online, but while checking the paper we can come to know whether you have studied or you have copied. Okay, be careful about this. Which economic activities are included in the primary sector? Can you write? Primary sector it is given now. Forest, agriculture, mining, animal husbandry, fisheries. Underline, I underline you. Page number 71, primary sector. Yes, remembering? Okay. Second one, which economic activities are included in the tertiary sector? That also I made you underline. Tertiary sector. Education, health, banking, insurance, ATM, call center, software, designing. Okay. Waterway, airway, waterway, roadway, electricity. Understood? Whatever is given in that, all the points you should write. You see? Can you write? Yes, okay. Next one. Give few examples in the cooperative sector. Okay. Cooperative sector examples have given there. Dairy, sugar mills, etc. So, when you write now, just you define that also. What is primary sector? Then example. What is tertiary sector? Then example. What is cooperative sector? Then example. Write that way. Okay. Next one. What steps have been taken by government to increase the agricultural production? What steps have been taken by government to increase the agricultural production? It is mentioned in textbook. Where? Agricultural production. So, this answer I will give you through WhatsApp. Okay, the steps that is taken, but not now, by 23rd. Okay, at that time only you should write. Suppose I forgot, just you remind me. Then which year onwards did India promote the policy of liberalization? Liberalization policy in which year? 1991. 1991 onwards. What do you mean by globalization? I may just now made you underline now globalization. Okay, that also. Next, answer the following. Explain the difference between private sector and public sector. Can you write what is private sector and what is public sector? Define both. Okay. Why did the government incline towards privatization? Just now I explained why the government inclined towards privatization. Because after independence many public sector started, but it made loss. So, but at the same time private companies were earning huge profit. So, government decided to go to privatization. Yes, no? Next, state the effect of globalization. Just 4 points have there. Effect of globalization, 4 points. You should write all. Okay. Now, match the items of column A and column B. Land without irrigation, irrigation canals made by government. Less return on crop production, purchase of food grains by indebtedness, facility of loan, lack of employment opportunities during recession, agro-based industries, problem faced by farmers in selling crops after harvesting, cooperative committees for sales and purchase. All these are the answers of this question 4. Give steps have been taken by. Then also I will help you. Okay, I will send it through WhatsApp. Okay. Classify the following example. Organized and unorganized sector. Yesterday we had discussed. Remembering? Yes. Teacher teaching in school, farmer in irrigating unorganized. Doctor treating patients in hospital, teacher treating patient in hospital, sorry, doctor, organized. Worker working in on daily wage with contractor, unorganized. Worker who goes to work in a big factory, organized. Next one is to field visiting project. Due to corona now you cannot do that. Okay. So, any doubt is there regarding this? Only one answer is remaining, that I will give you, but 23rd after completing your computer paper, after completing paper you should write the answers on the same day. Okay. Then 23rd I think, which is Wednesday, I think Wednesday, yes. And by Friday workbook and map book, I think map book also there in this. Yes. Workbook and map book also should be completed by Friday and Saturday. So, immediately after exam I am giving the homework now. Okay. Any doubt? So, our how many lessons have completed? 10 lessons have completed now. To complete this lesson only I took class today. Any doubt regarding SS, social science? उसी में कुछ है? First semester? No. Whatever, if anything is there, your teachers will guide you through voice clip also at the time of before just madam means when madam sends the question paper. Okay. For copying only you are ready. Some schools have compulsory call, but I am not calling you due to the corona situation as, but do it honestly. Okay, that is my request. And all students, अभी भी आप तुम लोगों का कोई फ्रेंड्स अभी भी पेपर बुक सबमिट नहीं कर रहे, उनको भी बोलो पेपर तो लिखो. Whose is next amongst us period, no? What's the timing for that?